Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Crafty Crow Show. Today's video we're going to take a little trip. Me and Pam decided to come down to Gatlinburg, Tennessee and the Pigeon Forge area, and got my coffee this morning, getting ready to get the day started, but thought I'd bring you all along. For the trip we are going to visit Alcatraz East, a museum that has all kinds of items and stuff from serial killers and things, actual stuff. They've got the OJ Bronco, the actual OJ Bronco. And that's kind of excited to see that. Going to go to Cades Cove and go out, and I'll take you and show you the loop some and show you the mill and some of the buildings and everything out there, because they're pretty cool to see. And maybe do a little bit of glass blowing out in the arts and crafts community. So I thought I'd bring you along for that. Don't know what else we'll get into, but figured you all could come on, sit around with us, and kind of have a relaxing time with us. So stick with us, come with us. Let's take a look at some of the fun things that Gatlinburg area has to offer.
You know why I'm making this now?
What's that?
Iris, you know why? My wife got on that list.
Oh, really? There you go.
Don't have anything to do. You stand there and
Oh, I know when to keep my mouth shut, don't worry.
Made all this stuff here up earlier. You always take your add-on pieces first. My iris with a hummingbird on it. Nothing to it. Nothing to it.
So for this next part of the trip, we go to Alcatraz East, and they allowed photography in here, but they didn't allow video. So I wanted to, respect that. So we're going to have a little picture slideshow, but I'll show you some of the things. This is a very, very small snapshot of what's in this museum. So if you like any of the crime stuff, if you're interested in that, definitely go visit this museum. But this is Alcatraz East in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. This first picture you can see, yeah, right inside the door. I already got in trouble, but yeah, well, moving on. Oh, this here, I know some of these might be kind of hard for you to see, but old flintlock pistols, knives and stuff from the pirate era. This is what pirates would have carried, just examples of different things they would have carried. Here's a picture of me as a woman on a wanted poster. Aren't I beautiful? Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, okay. We had a good time. Here's another one. Again, locked up behind bars. You know, it's a prison, and I keep making bad judgments, bad choices in life. But this is really how I would look if I ever went to jail. So let's hope that never happens. This picture here is the stick is from Frank James. It's Frank James's walking stick. And if you can see in the background, the stain there in the middle of that is floorboards. That is blood-stained floorboards from Jesse James. So that's blood stains from Jesse James. This is a Thompson submachine gun. The picture down below, if you can see that, is a sketch done by Machine Gun Kelly. He done a pencil sketch of one of the machine guns, and of course you'll know Machine Gun Kelly, that's what he loved, was the Thompson machine guns. So although this wasn't a machine gun owned by him, this is the same type. This is an actual Thompson submachine gun that he would have used, so it showed examples of that. Here is a death mask of John Dillinger, and I know a lot of you have heard about John Dillinger. This is his death mask, so if you know anything about death masks, it was a very popular thing to do years ago to make a death mask, and there was plenty of other ones than the ones I'm showing. I think there was even one of Martin Luther King was in here, a death mask of him. This bullet is one of the bullets that struck Pretty Boy Floyd when he was killed in Ohio in 1934. So they have an actual bullet that struck Pretty Boy Floyd in there. This, how many of you remember Say Hello to My Little Friend? This Uzi 9mm submachine gun. This was one of the filming guns used in the Al Pacino movie. So when he's holding up those double Uzis, this was one of the guns he was holding up. So this is a movie prop, but this is the actual gun, one of the guns used in that movie. So you know how popular that phrase has been over the years. Say hello to my little friend. Well, this is one of the guns he was using. Clown costumes. Pogo on the left, I believe, and Patches on the right. These were two clown costumes used by John Wayne Gacy. This is actually two of John Wayne Gacy's clown costumes. Like I said, Pogo here on the left, Patches on the right. But these were the actual costumes he used. And some of these items, especially kind of some of these from here on, get real creepy because they're actual items. And if you sit and think about everything about those, you know, it's kind of creepy to think that these were actually used by the actual people. It's not recreations. Prison glasses from Jeffrey Dahmer. And when you can see, it shows there in the picture of these glasses. This is the glasses he would have had on in prison. A guitar used by Charles Manson. Let's see. This guitar was seized in, I think it's Inyo County, California, during the raid on the Barker Ranch on October 12th, 1969, when Manson was arrested. They had a large room here with a 9/11 tribute. There was a video playing in the background. I didn't stay to watch the video. Couple of recreation things. It looks like they were just kind of getting this one off the ground. There was more room in that room for more items to show. But what I focused on with this picture was the gear here. And in front of this flag, you can see pictures of rubble. This is actual rubble from the World Trade Center site. I just want to include this in because this was the first time ever seeing actual pieces of rubble and stuff that come from the World Trade Center. So that was pretty significant for me on this trip. This picture here is Old Smoky. This was the Tennessee electric chair. Not a recreation, not anything. This is the actual Tennessee electric chair. It was housed in Tennessee State Penitentiary in Nashville and was responsible for 125 executions between 1916 and 1960. So this is the actual chair, and in the room that this was in, there was also a gas chamber, some other forms of capital punishment devices, but I thought this one was pretty unique. And like Pam said, it was giving her kind of a weird vibe, and it was me too, to know that, you know, what'd that say, 125 people had lost their lives right here in this chair, paying for the crimes they committed against the world, but or their fellow man. So yeah, that one was kind of creepy, but it was also cool at the same time to see it. But like I said, actual chair, not a reproduction. This is a reproduction. This is a 1934 Ford V8, the Bonnie and Clyde death car. This is a recreation of that car with the bullet holes and stuff that was redone for a movie that Warren Beatty done on the Bonnie and Clyde thing. So this was a movie car of a movie about Bonnie and Clyde that Warren Beatty starred in, but this is the exact type car and everything they would have been shot in, and the bullet holes and everything. This is what it would have looked like. And then next up is the OJ Bronco, and actually between shooting this and talking about it before I'm doing the video, there was a debate because there was two Broncos. OJ owned one like this, and then I cannot remember the man's name. It was his friend owned an identical Bronco, and it was his friend's Bronco they were getting chased in. That, you know, is the what you've seen on the news and everything. This was not OJ's Bronco. This was the actual chase Bronco. And the debate was, it had come up on, I think, Pawn Stars. A guy had tried to auction this Bronco off, and that's how this museum got wind of it. They ended up going to a whole bunch of channels, finally purchased it. So it went from that TV show to here. And this is definitely the Bronco OJ was sitting in the back of, being chased by the police like you see in the picture in the top left. So this is the one you seen on TV when the whole OJ thing went down. So this is really the OJ chase Bronco. So I was pretty excited to see this because I remember this, and it was a huge thing then. So yeah. And then finally, this last picture. If you're getting ready to get put in jail, who are you going to put the blame on? Well, me and Pam decided to put the blame on this guy. Or each other. I don't know. It's, you know, however you want to take that. But I'm going to say, to be nice, we were trying to put it on this dude. And it kind of looks like somebody I've seen around here before. Anyway, how you like that cool merch that she's got on there? Oh, yeah, Crafty Crow Show. So that concludes our trip to the museum. Like I said, there's tons more stuff in here. And it was a great place to go visit, especially if you like crime. This was only just a hint of everything in this place. So definitely go visit. It was pretty cool to see, and it was well worth the trip. Now, let's head on out to Cades Cove and enjoy the views on the way out and see what we can find out there. And that about concludes the trip. So I hope you enjoyed the trip down here at Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area. Seen just a small amount of things, and then got to see Cades Cove. But as you can maybe see in the background, it's time to go a little antique hunting and look for some future projects for us to restore. So thanks for coming with us. Hope you had a good time. Until next time, love one another as the good Lord tells you. We'll see you guys on the next video.